I've been a trader on YouTube for a while, and very often I get questions like this when I'm going through a drawdown. You can see people are asking me, Nick, why are you bad at trading right now? What's going on? And why do you keep losing trades? I make an effort in my videos to post a lot of my losses because I feel like not a lot of people show how often they lose on YouTube. A lot of times people want to use their YouTube and their social media to be like a highlight reel of their life, and it doesn't change when people come to trading. They want to show their trading as always successful and themselves as, a super winning trader. But in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you why, as a trader, I have periods of time where I look like I'm terrible at trading and nothing is going right. In fact, sometimes, like what's prompting me to make this video is I go through periods of time where I am losing trade after trade and I really genuinely look like I don't know what I'm doing. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've received these comments over and over and over on YouTube. And let me just give you guys this little context. As a trader on YouTube, what I tend to do is I see, a very wave-like pattern of what my channel comments look like. When I am doing well, when I'm performing really well in my trading, because I do a lot of live trading videos, I'll show you guys my account and trades that I'm taking, things like that. The comments that I get reflect very much what my performance is looking like. People are very hypercritical of me when things are going poorly and super on board and agreeing with me when things are going really well. And I think that this is kind of an interesting dynamic to think about because it is reflective of human psychology just in general. People want to sort of, it's a lot easier to dog on you when you're down kind of thing and praise you when you're already winning. And that is something that we see happening over and over again. If you like this sort of realistic trading style video, I encourage you to join our free Discord channel and meet some other traders from around the world. This channel has been a blessing for me and for my other trading friends. We've built a beautiful community of realistic traders. And if that's something that you want to be a part of, down below in the description, we'll link a free version of our Discord channel where you can join in and get trading tips, ideas, PDF downloads to help you in your trading, and so much more. Click that link and we'll see you inside. But let me explain a little why I actually take huge losing streaks and why sometimes it looks so bad. I like to use a system that I call the TTF method. This is, in my own words, is my own little mental creation. TTF stands for true trend following. And if you are one of the OGs, if you've been trading for a long time like myself, I've been trading for 6 years now. I've listened to so many podcasts and professional traders and people that I would consider mentors talk about trend following. It's something that I've always loved in my trading is trend following. And I'm not just talking about, oh, the trend is up, so buy a pullback. Trend following is really rooted in a couple things that ultimately generate a very low win rate, but huge potential upside. Let's break it down. A couple things, I'm going to list them off on the screen here and we'll get the editor to type them up on the screen for me. A couple things that are imperative to trend following attributed trading styles. Number one is you cut your losses very quickly. So cutting losses quickly, meaning that if a trade goes against you, you're out of there pretty quick and you take a loss. Now, the market goes against us very often. Doesn't matter how good your technical analysis, your fundamental analysis, inevitably the market has some noise in it. You're going to take losing trades, and that is a guarantee in the markets. You're going to take losses. So number one is cut your losers short. Number two, really imperative component to trend following, true trend following, is letting winners run. Like tremendously, like letting them run as long as they want to run, not trying to cap your trade with a take profit, etc. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but a true trend follower, in my definition, my opinion here, is letting trades run as long as they want to run, not trying to cut them off because they're reaching a level of resistance or support, but rather letting the trade run and run and run and letting the market tell you when it's time to get out of the trade. How do we do that? Well, we react, we don't predict, which is the next one on this list. Reacting is what true trend followers do. For example, if a market is trending up, right, and you decide to buy into a pullback and you say, I would like to buy this market, and you buy it, and let's say it's, for example, let's just say it's gold, right? So we're trading gold, the market starts rallying on gold, and we buy this pullback, and sure enough, the market goes in our favor. A true trend follower, in my definition, again, this is just my take on it, my opinion, a true trend follower takes does not take profit when the market's in their favor. A true trend follower waits for the market to reverse and gets out on that reversal, right? So we would take profits all the way up here rather than taking a profit right here. And of course that sounds nice on paper, but here's the thing. A lot of times what inevitably actually happens is this is the game plan, but what happens in reality is you get something more like this. The market rallies in your favor for a little bit and then it collapses the other way and you're stopped out for break even. Or in my case, what happens often is I enter a trade and I'm just a little bit too early and I stop out here. Or what happens is I'm just totally wrong and I stop out here. So what inevitably happens with my trading style is very often I fall into one of these categories, which is sort of disappointing and not for everybody. This is why I don't think everybody should trade the way that I trade. It's something that works for me, not necessarily what I'm saying has to work for you. What also happens is this another very high criteria to true trend following is they have a very low win rate because of this. Because you're trying to hold on to a big trade and let it run and become a big trade, you're only ever going to get there by dealing with a lot of the mud that you have to push through in order to get to those trades. So you're going to have break-even trades, you're going to have trades that just go against you and you don't quite catch the bottom, or you just completely are wrong and the market goes against you. What this does is it creates, again, a very low win rate and a high number of losing trades. I lose about, here's some stats for you with my trading, 40% of my trades are wins and 60% of my trades are losses. Now, at first, you might say, oh, Nick, that sounds like you're just a terrible trader. But remember, it's about catching those big winners when they come. So most of the time, I'm taking small losses and I'm taking break-even trades. That is the ugly truth behind my trading. I lose often and I break even a lot of the time. And then occasionally I buy something that just explodes, or I sell something that just collapses through the floor and I'm able to make all that profit back and more. Let me show you something. Here is my MyFX book account. Okay, so my MyFX book will refresh the page just so you guys know I'm not making it up. You can search it up if you want. My MyFX page will show you guys some of my longer term performance. I mentioned I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been trading since about 2015, 2016. And over the course of doing my YouTube channel the last 3 years, I have had so many people come along and tell me, Nick, you suck at trading. And then when things turn around and inevitably we go through a period like this, let me show you. It's happened so many times on my channel. Here's a period where we were flat, then we were negative and we popped to the upside. Then we were negative, pop to the upside, negative for a while, pop to the upside. And every single time, you guys, on my YouTube channel, without fail, when I share my trades, what we get is we get people during this period of time who are doubters and they say, Nick, you suck at trading. What you're doing is not working. And then you get during this period of time where things are very, very good and we make lots of profit, people flip camps and they say, wow, this actually works amazingly. The problem is, if you don't design a strategy yourself, if you don't spend the time to build your system and understand the pros and cons, the strengths and weaknesses of your strategy, if you don't do that yourself, you will be in the dark. I've done this, like I said, a long time. I've gone through this rotation on my YouTube channel so many times where people think I'm the worst trader in the world, and then when things go well, they praise it. And I'm telling you this because I'm not too worked up about it. I'm used to that. I've done this for a long time. And when it's good, it's great. And when it's bad, it's awful. People will, they'll tell me that my strategy doesn't work and that you should just be doing this. You should be closing out your profits, things like that. But again, what I want to encourage you, I'm not worried about it. Because like I said, I've done this. Please don't worry about me. I'm not worried about this. What I'm telling you is that what I want to encourage you to do in your own trading is build that confidence over time that you know that even during a downtime, when your own voices in your head or external people are telling you, you suck, you can't do it, and they're criticizing you or you're criticizing yourself, remember that if you have a strategy that you stand by, you've tested, and you have perhaps even in my case, the benefit of historical performance to feel a little bit more confident on, use that. You need to own that. You need to have that in your mind. You need to have past performance to at least indicate, how you are, how confident you are in what you're doing. I know that for my style of trading, I am expecting to take periods of times where my trading looks really, really foolish. Because if I don't do that, I'll never get to the point where the payout, the payoff, the patience really truly pays. And that is how I structure my trading, is I lose often. In fact, if I scroll down here, look at this. I lose 57% of my trades out of the 295 trades that I've tracked on this tracking performance thing. 57% of them were losses. Almost all of them, or most of them were losses. Even more of them were break-evens, and a very small number of them were actually the big winners that made the account grow tremendously. That is the key component to all of this, you guys, is understanding that, number one, my strategy is not what I'm saying you have to do. This is a strategy that I've done for a long time. I'm confident in it. I'm comfortable in it. It's what works for me. I'm not saying you have to do that too. But I would encourage you to, with your own style of trading, work through the pros and cons, because it doesn't matter what strategy you use, by the way, there's going to be times where it's not going very well, and you're going to have those self-doubt, or perhaps in my case, or in your case, even external doubt, people saying what you're doing is stupid, or this and that. I hope that this video was helpful to you. It's one that is genuinely very important in trading. I think this is mostly a psychology video, believe it or not, which is one thing that a lot of traders really struggle with. So hopefully this video is helpful to you. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and see you next time. Looks like it's time for your next trading video. Check out the videos here and here for more free trading content that should help you in your trading journey. We try and keep it real here, so make sure to subscribe for more content that is down to earth, realistic Forex trading content. See you in the next video.